So today we're going to be looking at Marcus Blaze, the #1 pound-for-pound wrestler in the country, his district finals match. For you guys that don't know, Marcus Blaze was going to start off the season at 132 pounds, same weight class as Jax Forrest. He decided to go up to 138, I guess wrestle his natural weight class. But right before postseason, his team experienced an injury. And en route to trying to get a team state title, he offered to bump up 2 weight classes to 150 pounds. So he is bumping up 2 weight classes to 150. Keep that in mind. But obviously, he's still the better technical wrestler. We know how good Marcus Blaze is. But his style of wrestling is something I've been studying a lot from Carter Starachi. And watching this match, I mean, he displays it perfectly. Notice how it's not. I'm going to say this a lot in my Carter Starachi video that I'm working on. His pace is not really pace; it's pressure. And he's really good at crowding his opponent. He's very disciplined. He's not walking into him. He's making them hit their knee, but he's not chasing anything. He's keeping them on the outskirts of the circle. He's keeping them on the outskirts of the circle. He is keeping their back facing the out of bounds, right? And a lot of times when this happens, you force a lot of bad shots, and you can shoot them out to force stall calls, right? And we're going to see that. So watch what he does. He reattacks on that. So he's going to snap this kid down, kind of do like a little shuck, like almost like he's trying to threaten to shrug by, but he didn't even have a collar tie. The kid is going to circle away, and the kid is going to try to force a shot. And when people shoot on him, he makes sure to punish them for shooting on him. And now they're out of position, right? They're out of position, and he makes sure to get those reattacks, or at least attempt to get those reattacks. So he hadn't even shot yet. It's just the pressure of what he's doing can bait a guy to shoot. And then he ended up getting 4 back points. The crowd was very upset because they thought that should have been a pin because the kid was flat. So now I'm going to skip to the second period. He lets the kid up. Not much to watch Marcus Blaze do on top. Notice it's 4 steps. He's prepared for the guy to shoot. And it's the same exact thing that happens, right? He's going to get the kid on the knee. This time he has tricep control instead of like bumping with his forearm. He pushes with his hand. Same thing, kid circles away on his knee, tries to force a bad shot to the same leg. And Marcus Blaze is going to lateral movement, cut the corner to that leg. He's chasing it, right? Like, once he knows, okay, you're out of position, that's when he chases a shot. Tries to go cradle, is not there, just gets the takedown. Optional start. Let him up, and he's just following them. Like, very disciplined, keeping his hands in good position, keeping his hands on the guy, not letting this guy operate from space, which a lot of guys are going to want to do. Notice how he's keeping his guys just on the outskirts. And then from right here, notice where Marcus Blaze ends up at. And notice how he circles back in order to keep that guy facing out of bounds. That's something that's not very difficult. And then right here, he backs him out of bounds. What I would add is, because he didn't get a stall call, and the crowd was very upset about that, add in a shot where you hit your knee and reach for a leg, right? You guys are going to see that a lot in my Carter Starachi video. That is kind of how you force the referee's hand to kind of call that stall call, right? When you take a full-blown shot and they back away and back straight out of bounds. If you just walk them out of bounds, that's more. A lot of referees will give it to you, especially at the collegiate level. But the high school level, it's iffy. It's 50-50, right? And you kind of want to take that decision. It's their decision no matter what, but you want to take that decision out of their hands as much as possible. Notice that no snap he does. He gets the guy on his hands. He does that a lot. He's done it in quite a few of his matches. Doesn't get the takedown, but as soon as the guy ends up getting the collar tie, then he elbow passes. Same as that elbow pass that Tanner Sloan did so much. I'm going to eventually post a video on that. But he elbow passed on the same side as his lead leg. Lead leg. Pretty slick elbow pass. Didn't even have to, let me see. Yep, didn't even have to hit his knee. I do a lot of beach wrestling rounds with the guys in the room, so I always like looking at that because those are attacks where you aren't getting out of position at all, right? Very hard to reattack against those type of attacks. So just wanting to show him get up from the bottom position. Again, circles instantly. And if you're the other guy, dude, you need to make sure when he's circling, you're matching him and y'all going back to the center. You don't want your bat facing out of bounds. Because right here, he's safe. This is such a safe shot, right? Even though he's shooting down to the mat. Because if the kid scrambles or he ends up in bad position, he's on the edge. So he knows how to turn and not give up the takedown. If you back out of bounds, then eventually you're going to get hit with stalling, which isn't a concern right now because he's down 14-1, but in close matches, it will be a concern. And how you wrestle sometimes is how you should wrestle all the time. So he gets the takedown, he gets the tech, and he wins districts. I'm glad he bumped up 2 weight classes to show, yes, while he's technically superior, then I guess you could say every high school wrestler, right? He's #1 pound for pound, and for very good reason. He shouldn't be bigger, or he's definitely like bigger, but he shouldn't be stronger than these guys neither. And even if he is slightly, it's not much. I mean, Ohio is a pretty competitive state, so I'm pretty sure the 150s there are pretty solid 150s, pretty decent size for the weight class. And him being 138 to 150, even though he wasn't even a huge 138 because he could probably make weight at 132, is huge. But the crowding is something you can do at a very low level. It's just a decision you make. The week before districts, I went over with a kid who was not even seated at the district tournament top 4. They see top 4, and he just made it to the blood round of regionals, very, very close to making it to state. So this is just something that I wanted you guys to look at, and I will be doing more on this style in the future. It goes deeper than just, oh, look at this move. Look at this move. It's much deeper than just techniques, but it's so simple to do. You can implement it in your style instantly. So I like it a lot, and I will see you guys on the next video.